You are my strength. I sing praise to you. You, God, are my fortress, my God on whom I can rely. Psalm 59, verses 17. Hello, beautiful family. A very warm welcome back to the Lovystouch food channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Join me today as I share the best Palava sauce recipe I've ever made. There are a few ingredients there that is going to twist things around, and so stay tuned and let's get right into it. Before that, I like to go ahead and steam some assorted meat. Please use any protein of choice. I'm using some beef, some cow skin, and cow stomach for this. I went in with some onions, a bit of all-purpose seasoning, and some salt, and a little bit of water. I wanted my meat extra soft, so I really steamed this on low to medium heat for about 20 to 25 minutes. And boy, oh boy, they came out so succulent the way I like it. I'm going to just go ahead and put it aside and just also make sure I store up the stock. It's going to be very pertinent in this recipe. I am going to go ahead and list each and every ingredient used here in the description box, so kindly check it out. One thing that I've been doing lately with my egusi or akatwa is always toasting it first. So I highly recommend that you do this. It just elevates the flavors, and also if you have any problem with gas anytime you consume your melon seed, please kindly use this method and you're not going to regret it at all. I toast it until I hear that amazing aroma from it, and I'm going to set it aside. Go ahead and blend some onions, ginger, garlic, and some herbs, and I'll begin my stew process. So in my pot, I'm going to add some palm oil. Please use any oil of choice if that's what you have, but palm oil really gives it that delicious and most authentic taste, in my opinion. So I added lots of chopped onions. I'm going to fry this until they are very nice and soft, and then go in with my blended ingredients. I also added one habanero pepper to the blended ingredients, so it's very nice and spicy right from the beginning, and the aromas coming through is just amazing. We always want some umami flavor in here, so I'm going in with half a tablespoon of fermented Lucust bean or dawadawa. Please use momone if that's what you have, and just go ahead and stir it gently. Fry it for about a minute or two, and then go in with some chopped tomatoes. Here you can also decide to blend it, but I love the freshness of the chopped tomatoes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and allow this to cook for an extra 5 minutes and introduce my stock and a bit of stockfish, that is kako. Really elevates the flavors in here. Stir it gently and allow this to cook for about 5 minutes. Family, the burst of flavors from the palm oil, the Lucust bean, the onions, and all the blended ingredients is just incredible. I just love it so much already. I am going to introduce some mushrooms, which is quite optional, but I just love how it just tastes in the stew. I'm going to make sure I mix it very well together. Lots of vegetables will not hurt anyone, so if you love mushroom, hey, just throw some in there and you're going to even enjoy it. I'm going to just cover it, allow it to cook on its own for about 2 more minutes, while I'll go ahead and blend my toasted or roasted melon seed or akatwa with just a tiny weeny bit of water, and I'm going to blend it until they're very smooth. Here you can also use your apatoyowa or asanka. Listen, I just went with a blender because no, I'm not going to suffer. I just wanted to rest my arms, and once it's nicely blended like this, a very key point is not to add too much water. Okay, so when you get this in consistency like a paste form, add a little bit of salt just so that it can form a little bit of lumps in your stew, which we absolutely love. This is quite a contrast to the soup recipe. With a soup, you do not want to add salt right away, but here add a little bit of salt to taste, and the aroma from the roasted part is just incredible. So it's now time for us to incorporate our akatua or melon seed here. And boy, oh boy, go ahead and rinse that blender. Do not throw it away, and you want it to be a bit, liquidy in here. So add a little bit of water and rinse your blender, and then with your spoon scoop some of your melon seed paste and drop it in your stew as you do see me do here. It's just lovely. Make sure you're doing this on the low to medium heat. You do not want this to burn at all. Gently stir everything together, and now cover it and allow this to cook on its own for a good 15 minutes. Yes, 15 minutes. We want it to be very nice and cooked well. Okay, so on the other part, I'm going to now go ahead and cut my spinach. I'm using spinach. If you're in Ghana, please kindly use contomere. It's the best for this recipe, but here we're just managing with the spinach, and I'm going to cut it. At least I have this type of spinach which feels and look like contomere, just like that. So go ahead and cut it until you're done. If you have the baby spinach, it's also good. Just go ahead and chop it very nicely, and after chopping everything, go ahead and add just about a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda to wash it very well, because these leaves come with lots of rodents and you just want to make sure they are very nicely washed. Okay, and while washing it, please go ahead and use cold water with that bicarbonate soda, and you are good to go. If you have baking soda, it will work too. Okay, just go ahead and wash it very, very well and put it in your bowl and begin to just cook it slightly for about 3 to 5 minutes on a low to medium heat. Chose to use the same pot I steamed the meat with because it has still this deliciousness that's going on. All leftover stock that we have beneath this pot is going to even give the spinach a lot more flavor. So with this recipe, you could see that each and every ingredient that we'll be going to add to the stew have a little bit of, stock seasoning and everything going on. So you just want to be careful when you are adding salt, because you do not want it to be overly salty. Okay, so after cooking our egusi for the past 15 to 20 minutes, we are going to now add our proteins of choice. Here it can be fish, most popular one, especially the smoked fish. You can also decide to use chicken if that's what you want. I love beef in here, especially the wele has to be present. I'm going to add a little bit of that to easing up the thickness a little bit before I then add my very nicely cooked, partially cooked spinach. You just want to cook the spinach for just about 3 to 5 minutes. For the best results, you can even go ahead and steam it instead. Behind it is to eliminate any form of, insect and any rodents. They are very stubborn, and unfortunately, if you do not cure it well, it can end up in your stew. Even though at about 70 degrees stew do not end up, living or doing any harm to you, but it's better to eliminate it right from the beginning. So the heat is going to make sure your spinach is ready to be consumed. Okay, so there you have it. Add it here and stir everything gently together. I love to add in some boiled eggs, and boy, oh boy, that eggs inside here is just incredible. Extra crunchiness, I'll be adding some chopped red onions. It also serves as garnishing, which is very pleasing to the eye. That's what we want our food to end up looking. Okay, so that go in with any vegetables that you prefer at this point. Sometimes I even chop some carrots in here. Why not? So yes, decorate it, make it pleasing to the eye, and now allow this to simmer for about 5 minutes on a very, very low heat. Here I just tested for salt and adjusted to my preference, and that is it, family. Absolutely looking gorgeous and very, very delicious. What are you pairing this with? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to read and that. Just look at that color. Just look at that. So good. Packed with lots of nutritional values, and it's just so delicious. This way of making palava sauce will ever be the best. So there you have it. Enjoy this with some white rice, some boiled yam, boiled plantain, even some eba or any swallow of choice. Of course, why not? It is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, family, for watching right to the end. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this recipe. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching once again. And as always, know that you are so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.